Hello and welcome to Starcraft 2 Basics. This time we're going to talk about supply. What is supply? Do we even care about supply? How does supply help us achieve greatness as the mighty Terran? What does supply do for us? Supply is something that a unit consumes merely by being alive. So, in order to make more units, we have to make sure that we have enough supply. So how do we go about doing that? Well, what is supply? How do we even see how much supply we have? Well, if you look at the top right corner of your screen, you see the 10 out of 11. 11 is the maximum amount of supply. 10 is how much we're using, so we don't have very much left. 1 is not a very big amount of supply. And how do we get more supply? How do units cost supply? How do we tell what units cost what supply? Well, a worker unit, like an SCV, if we hover over it, you'll see that strange little icon, that same icon that's next to the 10/11, and it says 1. That means that an SCV consumes 1 supply just by being alive. So, we construct an SCV, we are now maxed. We have 11 out of 11. We cannot build anything more. We need that supply so we can build more worker units, so we can build those lovely fighting units that can just destroy things, because that's what it's all about, right? We want to see the explosions. We want to see the damage. Yeah! So, how do we go and get supply? Well, first we select an SCV and we say, hey you, it's time to take a little bit of a break from mining, but not a break from work. We tell them, build a structure, which means you click it or you press B. Boom! And then we want a supply depot, which is 100 minerals, and we either press S or we click it. Now, you might think that's a little bit boring. We just have a depot, it gives us supply. It doesn't do anything special. I'll tell you, it does something pretty special apart from giving us supply. It might be a very basic thing of supply, but you know what? Supply depots will help save you countless times. They are more useful than just being there to feed your army. They are wonderful. Say it, we love supply depots. Don't you just love supply depots? We love supply depots. Yeah! Alright, so we've talked about supply depots being amazing. They give us all these wonderful units, the abilities to build armies, the ability to build SCVs. We love SCVs. We love armies. We love it all. We love all of it. It's so good. But now, how else are these supply depots useful? They just sit there, looking cool. But how are they helpful? Well, if somebody attacks me, I've got a wall. And you know what? When I want to get out, and kick some butt with my big, fat army that just wants to stomp all over my enemy, I can lower these things, and I can get out. And then if an enemy wants to get in, well, sorry, but, you know, we'll have to check your passport there, buddy. It doesn't say ally on it, does it? No, it doesn't. Sorry, you can't get in. It's a hard life, really. Ooh, allies, hurry up, get in, get in, get in. Close the wall behind you. Isn't that wonderful? They give us these wonderful armies, and they can help protect us. I love you, Supply Depot. You're wonderful. You really help us Terrans survive out there in this rough and ready universe. Here for Supply Depots, the unsung hero of the Terran army. Go Supply Depots. Woo! Now go build some Supply Depots. Ha!